Hey guys and gals, let's unbox and take a look at the Music Shop and Apartment by Lego Friends. This is set number 42653. Contains 483 pieces, retails for $49.99, and the set was provided by the Lego Group for review. Thank you, Lego. So just by first impressions, this is catching my eye. So it looks like we got down here is our music shop, and the second story is probably the apartment. And we do have some named figures. So we have, if I'm pronouncing this correctly, Marimba, Zach, Paisley, and Elsa D. So we've seen those before. And yeah, so we get a few musical instruments and stuff. That doesn't look too bad. Here's the top of the box. So looks like we get ourselves a few accessories to go along with it, like a saxophone and some headphones and a microphone and probably a bunch of stickered parts. We don't know, but it looks like this is pretty much stickered up. And here's the back, and you can tell we have access into the interior. So it looks like it's packed with a lot of clutter, which is always good because it makes the build feel more full and complete. And yeah, so far it's looking pretty promising. I'm always curious to see what's inside of one of these, so we're just going to rip this box open. Yeah, that's kind of crude. And here we go. And no, I don't save my boxes. Alright, so anything else lurking in there? Let's see how packed. This set has been packed sloppy, we don't know yet. So there's the building. Obviously we get one building guide. Two. So what I'm gathering is it may not be a collaborative build, but we don't know yet. And a big large set of stickers, which I did not want to see on something this size. Yikes, my goodness. I may have to subtract this down to a 9 now. We hadn't even started yet because those are just like these big ones. These are hard to put on here without getting air bubbles in them. So yeah, that's going to be a bit of a challenge, and I can always use medium nougat plates for campgrounds and stuff. Makes nice clay soil. That was just floating loose. We also got another one in here that's gray, both 8x16. And looks like we got several numbered bags. How many do we have? We don't know. Alright, so there's 4 of them. Not too bad. And does this one come with a brick separator? No, but it looks like fun colors though. But let me check the back of the manual here. And see if it does indeed come with one before we start getting into the build here. And no, it does not come with one. Ouch! This one's already getting dinged. We hadn't even started yet. But more or less, it looks like a very interesting build. Not too bad. Well, let me head over to my second channel. We're going to build this probably in 1 or 2 installments. We'll come back and take a closer look. Here's the music shop and apartment all assembled, and yes, it's what it looks like on the box. So here we have is Churro. Not too bad. And then we have Paisley. And the sad thing is I know the Friends dolls more than I know the other minifigures. I got Zach here. Trying to let the focus in on all the mini dolls in their glory. And then we have Elsa D here. Well, I did. She flew out of my hand. So let's give that another shot. No, I'm not going to edit that out. Letter that she's holding is printed. Nice print work for her torso. Not too bad at all. There's a few pieces in here that are printed, but not a whole lot. Over here we got the little piano with the microphone, and those tiles are printed, but look back here. That's a sticker. That's a good thing too, because I could use that red brick for something else. And yeah, let's step aside here. Now we're going to take a look at the features of the music shop. And we got a little container here. You can't really pull that out, but it's got 2 records in there and a music sheet. I'll pull these out and show you here. These are all printed. If I'm holding that right. Not too bad. They just rest in this crate. But all the other accessories are pretty fixed except for the piano. And I like all the music notes on the front of this. I like the little awning. The graphics on here are stickers which kind of look tacky. I wish we would have done something better with those. But I like the little keyboard stairway. That's really cool. We got some greenery here. And I like the style roof, and the way that these windows are designed are pretty cool. And here we got side entry into the apartment. You got a little mailbox with a sticker on it. That's meant for the letter to fall through, and this does open up. And in addition, you got yourself a little doggy door. So you don't have to let your dog out at night. He can let himself out. And here's the other side of this, where it just says dance. So somebody obviously was up to no good doing all the vandalism there, and you know, and all this stuff. So it's packed with a lot of detail for such a small build. Now here's the interior of this, and yes, it's playable, and even an adult hand could reach inside too. So bottom story, we have ourselves a little place to listen to some music, to play some samples of some new tunes, little guitar here, little area here with the keyboard, microphone. Then we got a set of drums in there. Pretty cool. And over here with some more things with stickers on them. Also got some headphones that you can possibly purchase. That's even better. It's like a little music shop. And on the second floor of the apartment, you got yourself a little office with mixing area. So you can obviously make your music and edit and stuff. Having a hard time talking today. And here we got ourselves a little kitchenette with a dog bed, so Churl can sit in there. Let's see how easy it is to set our figures in here. So not too bad at all. So she just got her letter here. So yeah, I mean, I could reach in here and put mini dolls in here. It's not that hard. This area here is a bit tight. And on the third floor, you got yourself a very small bed. So be careful how you sleep on this one. You roll off, you're going to be down in your shop real soon. So that's the best way to put her in there. Or maybe that's Zach's room, we don't know. Put him in there. But they do fit in there, which is cool. And in addition, you have a little ladder that takes you up to the bed. It's just a little loft apartment, nothing special there. And that's pretty much what it is. So there is some play value with this. I mean, it's you could access to all the interior spaces. And that's pretty much what this set involves. It's not bad for what it looks like. This looks really interesting as a music shop and an apartment. It's enough to get you started in your building ventures. And the only problem with her is her wig is so big, she just falls over a lot. And not too bad at all here. And we're going to start the review with play value. And as you saw here, there's plenty of things to do here. You get 3 mini dolls, you get churro, you get some accessories, some of which are floating around, so you got to be careful. And you got a playable model. It means the interior's been left open for play, which is really good. But it's also a bad thing, because if you want to put this in your Lego city, you're going to have to finish off the back. And as you can see, it looks like we're missing part of this. It looks like it's meant to come out about this much. So they didn't even give us a full half roof. This is like a quarter roof. So it's up to you, the builder. You're going to have to finish this up here to make this fit into Lego City. And in addition, there's a lot of good parts for other creations. You can take this apart and make a whole other model out of it if you want to. Or use pieces from your own collection to expand on this. The possibilities are endless. Lego does give you enough here of inspiration to expand on, which is even better. Build quality is average for the set. It didn't have anything fall off, but the stickers could be a little bit atrocious. We're putting big stickers on here, on some 2x6 tiles. We have one here on the wall panel. You got to put one on the inside here, and somebody's taking a nap. The stickers on this were just a little too much for this size of a set. The big stuff, you can get air bubbles in behind your stickers. Well, she's going to fall down. Well, she can sit then, because that's all she wants to do. But I'm pretty pleased with the outcome of it. Now, my build experience was pretty good with this set, with the exception of the stickers, and some of the pieces came in scratched and pitted. I mean, some of these have deep scratches. At least you can hide them with decorations, but it's just makes the set feel used and cheap. I think Lego just kind of rush pack these, and I know some of these parts probably get scuffed like this during the manufacturing process, but still Lego needs to take a better care on how they package this stuff, because it just makes these sets feel like something cheesy. And for the stickers, they need to tone them down a bit on Friends sets. It's starting to get pretty bad again. It reminds me of the older Friends sets where you just caking everything on with stickers. I understand why they do this. It saves money and time, but it just, I don't know, just makes it feel a little bit more shallow. It just makes it feel cheap. So my final score in the set is going to be a 6.5 out of 10. Why so low? Okay, it doesn't come with the brick separator and you're messing with small pieces. I made a few mistakes while building this set. Yes, I needed to rustle up a brick separator to do that. So if you don't have one, you're going to have to find one real quick for this set, because you could make a mistake real easily on this one here. In addition, stickers, the bigger stuff was just tedious to put on. Make sure you're putting this stuff on straight. Even I had a hard time. And in addition, the scuffed parts, which makes the set just feel used and cheap. That's the heavy parts that were dinged down. I mean, it's still a nice model to look at. It's a nice playable build. It's just the sticker scratch pieces pretty much did this one in. And for me, a 6.5 is a really horrible score for this. It's just not that good. And we're almost entering the point of it's pretty pricey, especially for $49.99 and you're getting tons of stickers. Yeah, I don't really see it in this. But if this something looks interesting to you, I mean, this is really a nice build. It's just a bit on the pricey side for what you're getting here. But I want to know what you guys and gals think of this set.